everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Jelly Hoshiumi is a VTuber, as we all know. She is a female member of Phase Connect, a part of their Phase Invaders along Dizzy Dokuro and Ember Amare. She has had a rough week or so with people not liking her because of things she said, things she put out on Twitter, which is just, for me, it's kind of a little crazy. And if you thought that was crazy already, it's going to get worse. Let's take a look here through Rima Evenstar specifically. She says, Reddit has convinced themselves the self-help book Jelly mentioned is somehow Mein Kampf. Source, it came from them in a dream. And here is the Reddit thread here, or at least the picture of the Reddit thread, which I found here on our VTuber drama. Someone called Shoddy Technician 938 says Jelly, aka Jadolf Jitler, makes out apology, immediately backpedals. And let's hear what she says first, and then we'll see what these people think.
Right, so I feel like now that everything's calmed down a little bit, I feel like I can kind of say that everything is actually cool between me and the company. Did you change? No, I didn't. Everything is actually cool. Sakura did personally send me like an apology, so we're actually pretty good. We've been talking. I took a picture of a book and I sent it to him. I asked if he wanted it. He said yeah. So everything is actually fine. So don't worry about it. Okay? It's good. I don't want you guys to be angry. I don't want you guys to be upset on behalf of me. If anything, I just want you guys to be chill, just like me, and kind of let it go. You know what book? It's a self-help book. I don't know if I can say the title, but it was a self-help book. So... What? It was a self-help book! I looked at it and I was like, this reminds me of my boss. Not Alcoholics Anonymous. Is that a book? I thought that was like a thing, man. But
she says Sakura apologized to her for apologizing for her racist remarks, to which she sent him a picture of a self-help book. The term self-help book in alt-right circles often refers to the book of Mein Kampf, and they all had one big laugh. This is sickening. What is sickening, honestly, is the amount of delusion you have to put out there and the amount of hatred you have against a VTuber for you to think that immediately when they say a self-help book, it is immediately going, your brain is going to Mein Kampf. She never feels sorry. That's why a lot of people like her, because honestly, she didn't really need to apologize for anything that she said. She didn't say anything overtly racist or anything like that, in my opinion. Again, people can have differing opinions on those things. I feel she just didn't want politics in games. She shouldn't. I don't care. Just give more drama. See, people that are thinking rationally are being downvoted. This just reinforces the stereotype of Southeast Asians being obsessed with that ideology. You find it weird since they're not even white. You say that, but I know these types and they seem to consider Jelly whiter than someone like Clara. So yeah, honorary is 100% a thing. It's strange. The mental gymnastics required for it is laughable. I would think the mental gymnastics required for what these things are happening is very, very laughable. It is insane. Damn, Jelly is annoying as F. Total non-apology. Just apologize and move on and stop relitigating it. Like, why can't she just accept that she said something moronic and get over it? Because she didn't. That's why she can't accept it, because it's not true. I'm not sure what you mean, though, about self-help book being a dog whistle for Mein Kampf. I've never heard of that and looked it up, found nothing about it unless I missed it. Well, think about it for a second. This is where, people, their delusions continue. What other book are you not allowed to say the name of on stream? Mein Kampf was a book of guidelines of how H-Man thought Germany should help itself. You can also tie it to her Jitler running joke she constantly references. That is, pulling at straws. In my opinion, that is absolutely pulling at straws. They continue on, others continue on. There's a list of books on Twitch you can't mention to begin with. The Protocols of Elders of Zion, Camp of the Saints, Turner Diaries will all get you banned. Subtle Art of Not Giving an F probably isn't technically disallowed, but it's the kind of title someone would dance around saying while streaming on YouTube if they're not trying to aggro algorithms. It's a decent book, by the way. and context appropriate if she was trying to get to Fishman to, well, not give an F about the controversy. But also it would be a little demeaning to say she sent him that, not going to speculate personally, just throwing a possibility out since you asked. Other people continue on here. It's like basically all the drama taught me is people are online way too much. The fact is we're still talking about this crazy to me. Grown ass adults literally hanging on every word to some random girl they already hate, literally scouring VODs for comments like this. That is where I'm going to leave this part here. Because, yeah, people are, like he's continuing to say, they're trying to invent new things to justify their anger. It's like, she's not my cup of tea. That's what people should say and move on. Continuing on with the quotes of Rima's thing. Reddit weirdos continue to show that they cannot be trusted. A righteous attack back at these Reddit savages is well deserved. It says, the new Face Connect fans seem like nice people. Kind of odd they would be in the know of self-help book. It's supposedly a dog whistle for Mein Kampf. Yeah, it kind of is a tell on them as well. Here we have one day without delusional Redditor trying to slander Jelly. And down here, let's see what the responses to direct responses is. Worse, they seem to be doing a call to violence against her and the company. It says here, after blank ate a bullet and his regime was smashed, do you know what the Allies did with the Germans left over who still talked about this? Major offenders, life imprisonment. Activists, 10 years imprisonment. Lesser offenders, up to 3 years. Follow supporters, fines, restriction employment. Feel like we might need to go a bit harder this time around. Harder than the major offenders. That is a call to violence. That is absolutely a call to violence. But does it really shock you? The people who overly obsess about these things will go to the extreme. The people who assume and allege that people are that extreme tend to be pretty extreme themselves. What sub was this? Kind of sounds like the person is just joking around. What's all these things in drama recently that involves things being revealed in a dream? Was a VTuber drama subreddit. Checked it out. It has very similar vibe to the YouTube drama subreddit. If you know things work there, posts like these aren't surprising. It says, gonna market as self-help book. Now my struggle can be your struggle. It's so obviously a cookbook with fish recipes. My source is that I made it the F up. Yeah, it's insane. I don't really take them too seriously, but I do take seriously these things here because there are people who are crazy enough to try to do something. And I do hope this person, like Kyla says in Hololive, get some help. I hope they do get some help. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day as I continue with more news. Kagami Hayato is a Japanese VTuber affiliated with Nijisanji. He debuted along with Yoronu Reina and Fuyuki, forming a trio known as SMC Gumi. They have messed up, as you can see here. We're going to talk about that, but first let's see through Rima Evenstar, who has, put out all this information here. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have this information, so let's take a look. It says Nijisanji Japanese liver Kagami Hayato, who was also part of the popular Roth Mao unit, is facing major backlash after users resurfaced old tweets that are being attributed to one of his PL past accounts. Identified by critics as @Tarachi, reportedly active through 2012 to 2018, when he was in his mid-20s. Many of the posts are now mostly deleted, but they were archived via screenshots and are circulating online. Critics say the archive posts contain edgy, explicit, and insensitive content, including alleged glorification of these people's symbolism, references to illegal blank downloads, and S content themed around the JK Joshikose, meaning high school girls. Even when JK content is defended as adults role-playing, it still raises sensitivity concerns due to the age code farming. 2 lines being circulated online is I really like that line from, the mustache man who failed as an Austrian painter. I am wrong, but the world is even more wrong, and let me slap a high school girl just once. Critics have also focused on download references, noting that in Japan, downloading copyrighted material without permission has been illegal since 2012, with potential penalties including fines or imprisonment. Though enforcement has often lax for personal use. Beyond that, tweets are accused of containing discriminatory jokes, casual posts about, self-enjoyment habits, and jokes referencing S violence and harassment, including explicit scenarios and comments on women's appearances. Screenshots also mention eroipu, erotic voice chats, which critics interpret as underage-themed erotic content. There's more, but my community and I are still working on translating the post. There's a lot. If you would like to contribute, make sure to join the Discord server. That's Rima's Discord server. The controversy also includes allegedly tasteless remarks about atomic bombs, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and poor taste, jokes targeting race, for example, stereotypes about black people, jokes about disabilities or mental health, and even animal cruelty comments. Additionally, there are claims that old posts included slips of credit card and personal information, fueling doxing concerns now that the account is being scrutinized. Another part of the discussion is how intensely he alleged fanboyed over the Nijisanji talents, especially Rushen, with one resurfaced tweet quoting as, "My colleagues told me, honestly, your Twitter lately makes you look like a total otaku. You are basically stalking Rushen at this point." And I really thought to myself, yeah, I should probably be careful about that. but my fingers just like distribution fan art automatically, so basically it's just an otaku account that occasionally posts announcements. Continue that here. It's a long one. This led some people comparing it to Shindo Raito's situation, where it was considered unsettling to apply Nijisanji after being a superfan, almost like applying to get closer to the talents, and where Shindo was fired in record time after S-Pest jokes were found on his account. Ironic, considering Kagami's usual persona is a toy company CEO type who is known for keeping a polished, respectful tone and etiquette in stream. As the backlash reached viral levels, Kagami posted an apology on an alt account, vaguely acknowledging that he made inappropriate posts in the past due to immaturity. He expressed regret and any harm caused, that said he would delete those posts sequentially. He also emphasized that he cannot be erased, but that he does not want to hurt anyone either. The past cannot be erased, but he doesn't want to hurt anyone right now. While some fans see this evidence of growth because of the tweets are old, critics argue that the apology is too vague and does not address the specific allegations being circulated, such as the download references or other examples shown in archived screenshots. A lot of people, when they do their own apologies, they will miss a lot of these things because it is not a professional apology. It is not an apology polished by PR reps or by other people like that. So a lot of times they will not have that specific polish that a lot of people are looking for. Let's give you guys that. But let's take a look at some things here. In my past statements, there was a time when I made inappropriate posts. Looking back now, I think it was acting childish due to emotions and immaturity I had at the time. Deeply apologize to those who were inconvenienced. The past cannot be erased, but since I don't want to hurt anyone else, I will gradually delete the post. I'm truly sorry. That had 19.2 million views in his Tadachi account, which is tied to him. You have here, it says Kagami Hayato's PL account is I really love blank's line, which is the mustache man, the bad guy in World War II. I am wrong, but the world is even more wrong. And here, he was collecting the bad people in World War II's paraphernalia, the Iron Cross, and other paraphernalia that has the symbolism of the Nazi regime, that specific regime. I can only say it really once. That's why I only said it once right now. The specific cross-like structure you see there, I can't say the name either because TOS even saying it once screws me over, is turned. The original one that you would find like in Buddhist temples is symmetrical, and the sides of it are flat up and down, not slightly slanted like this regime did. And here is Kagami Hayato as well. So he got this memorabilia, and as you can remember, in the past of Japan, Imperial Japan was a member of the Axis powers, a member of, on the side of the Germany during that war. So it could be seen as, not that big of a deal back there, but over here in the West, and a lot of his fans who are part of the West, and a lot of his fans who are maybe a bit more sensitive to it, see a big problem. I see a big problem, and I can understand absolutely why he would get reamed by this. This is not what you do as a VTuber. And here it says, I was going to say, isn't it for Asian countries a holy-ish symbol? First thought as a manji. Manji is a symbol, but like I said, it is more up, down, left, right, and it's not slightly slanted like this one is. But foreigners were being dumb and we're not realizing the swastika is originally a Buddhist peace symbol. The medals, it's going to be yikes from me. Probably from almost everyone not white. That symbol has different long historic meaning, but God, it's stolen. And yes, when it was stolen, like I said, it was slanted. When you see it in most Buddhist imagery, you do see it as a, let me just give you the Buddhist imagery so you can tell the difference of it. And as I said, this is the Japanese or other manji that you would find. Like I said, it is the difference between that and the German symbol is that the German symbol has been flipped and it has been slanted. So the only one I've seen it when I went to Japan, there were Buddhist temples that had this symbol in this way. So those are the ones that are usually okay. The other slanted ones are the ones that are, of course, wrong. And either way, like I said, it was bad for him to get those medals. It was bad for him to have that. Anything, see these ones not getting the most blowback. Why would any JP talent make jokes about that? The jokes and that type of thing is really what screwed him over. I hope he learns and he gets rid of that memorabilia because it has the blood of millions on it. So yeah, I'm not trying to be pushy or anything like that, but it probably would be best for him to get rid of it. Unless he's like a actual World War II collector. There are World War II memorabilia collectors that do have that in their thing, but they also have stuff from the Allies and things like that, and it's more a history thing than it is personal collection. Solace, a V artist and graphic designer, is having a announcement. They are saying that they are going to be graduating from the whole thing. Hey everyone, I apologize for being kind of MIA for the past few weeks. Take a lot of time to think about what I want to do in regards to VTubing and content creation as a whole. Finally come to the conclusion that I will be graduating effective immediately. I've had so much fun in the past 4 years of VTubing. My heart feels so full of knowing, so they've been doing regular content creation too as a VTuber. So they are a VTuber in the community as well, not only a graphic designer or an artist. Heart feels so full knowing I created a community that I was safe in. I'm so happy to have been able to share it with you all. I'm so grateful for all of the time we spent together, from a month-long subathons to short hour-long streams. I've cherished every moment of it, but I am burned out. I will still be doing art commissions on my VGen so I can afford to live, and that needs an outlet of promotion. This account will be turned into strictly an art account. I'll post my finished showcases, repost art, and promote my services. If you no longer wish to support this account knowing that I'm graduating, that's completely okay. It pains me to leave everything behind, but I'm happy knowing this is opening new doors and new opportunities. I love you all. I thank you for everything. And yeah, it is sad to see that another VTuber is leaving, but they aren't leaving the community fully in the sense that they are still doing their art side, and they are still, because of course, they need to live, like they said, they need to be able to afford to live, they need to be able to afford rent and stuff like that. That is their way of making the ends meet. But I'm happy that they're still there. Unfortunately though, their content creation journey will have ended. Akos Bales, or Bay, as some people know her, is a female English-speaking VTuber with Hololive EN Council originally. Then it was Council Risk. Now it's Hololive Promise. And she started out with Sukumo-sana, Serefana, Orocroni, Narashimume originally. And Iris, she was part of Project Hope. She was, separate from them. I'm just mentioning them because, all the things that happened. It's not being a part of what's today. Today is the announcement of a collab, or at least, recently, not today specifically, but recently they announced that Miyari Celesta is doing a collab with BDAY. She says here, testing my rusty ass Korean. Place your bets on how many times I'm going to blow up. It's here, keep talking and nobody explodes with Miyari Celesta in Korean. That is like me trying to do that in Japanese. I don't know jack squat about Japanese. This is going to be a fun one because the last big one that people have, and it's been a meme, was, I believe it was Mori Calliope with Korone, where she says, "Thank you, I'm die forever." We're probably going to get some meme things out of this one too. It's just going to be a fun time. And I hope everybody who goes and watches it will be able to enjoy it. This was actually, let me just double check, just in case if it already happened, then I will just show you. Yes, it did already happen. All right. So I'm wrong that it was going to happen. It already did. So let's take a look at it real quick. I self-correct. I do all this stuff. So let's take a look at how bad it was or good it was.
네. 스크린에 무슨 숫자가 있습니까?
하나, 2,
하나. 그러면
1.
두 번째 버튼을 눌러주세요.
두 번은 button. Okay. Second place, and it was a 2. 네. And now it is
1, 2.
잠깐만.
No, I got it.
Okay, they worked there. Okay, that was good.
괜찮아.
Let's see when they blow up.
똑같은 숫자의 버튼을 눌러주세요.
Fuck! What did I press? No!
Oh, there we go.
We're blowing up. No. Oh no. 3, 2, 1. No!
Well, there you go. They're eventually going to blow up. It happened quicker than I expected, but like I said, it's a different language. Still, fun times with BDAY and Miyari Celesta. Yuzuki Choco is a female VTuber with Japanese company Hololive, and they are with the second generation with Aqua, Shion, 2 of them who graduated, Ayame, and Subaru, which are the ones that are remaining. We're talking about her today because she recently had her birthday, and one of the people that helped with the guitar is Akatsuki 7 Guitar. And this is the main birthday thing. Major announcement, new 3D model debut, lots of special guests, as you can see here. You have Aki Rosenthal, Roboco, Lami, Noel, Flair, and Iroha, at least the ones that are mentioned here. Let's take a look at her full thing here as we go on. for those who know, Choco Sensei Choco-sen has improved a lot from her original singing. So this is a huge improvement over how she sang the first time she sang. So let's continue on with more stuff here, where she has some of her guests as I scroll through.
でもまだダメだよ。これから来るお二人にチョコの撮影会。
Choco always does sensual stuff. That's her whole character. She is like a succubus type thing. So she is very much a sensual thing. So let's go.
ですけど、まずは自己紹介よろしくお願いします。のいちゃんから。はい、コンマッスルホロライブ3期生の白金のエルと、はい、ホロライブ5期生の顔が肝臓雪花ラミです。
They're having some fun.
こちら
And
のじゃじゃ
oh
ーん
dear lordy,
なんだい
what is this all about?
チョコの
Oh,
ジリジリを守るために
it's making everything a mosaic.
モザイク棒です。特別すげー。なんとこれ特別仕様きた。
she can mosaic anything.
この
This is a gag based on how in let's say Japanese spicy stuff, whether it be spicy anime or spicy IRL stuff, it is mosaicked. So this is a whole play on the whole thing.
モザイクの粗さを変えれるらしい。美しい。
That's where she does her sensual stuff there.
いいねいいね。いや可愛い。
いいね。
なんかちょっと青っぽいんだね。
あ、そうチョコね。そこが赤なの。あ、ありがとうございます。
There you go. Mosaic.
これが。
ありがとうございます。
But for some reason she can't mosaic the shoe, which is funny.
そう。
大丈夫。
いやね、福井越しだが。その下に。
She goes, she goes as far as she can on there. And that shows you that Hololive is an agency which allows this type of stuff. I think Nijisanji will too, but I haven't seen this much stuff go on Nijisanji. But more than likely they do as well, you know?
甘い水じゃなくてこれがいい。あのお酒ほどよいウインクに呼ばれて占ってよ恋するフォーチュンクッキー未来は
And there you go. More songs there sang by each of
自
them.
分史上一番可愛い私なんだから君は私と結ばれます結ばれる運命なのです本命あげて
That is celebrating their new song. I believe that was the song that they were singing there. This one here, I
間
believe.
違えたこれ塩だった幻正直ドキドキしてはいる真心あげちゃ
This
うん
whole
で
thing here.
バレンタインの日に3人の可愛い女の子たちが1人の男の子を手に入れるためにバチバチにね出し抜き合おうとするみたいな。なる
So great, they have a new song together, which is amazing. And let's take a look at more stuff here. More sensual stuff from Choco. Oh, no, in this case, my bad. Aki Rosenthal. Oh, this is where they're introducing each one, I guess.
前0時筋の終電で向かうって返したやめときなよって言われてもまた会いに行く会いたいよければさよ不思議なチョコレート温めて混
There's
ぜ
his
たらき
Roboco.
っといつかお口に合う味になるのだけどここにいるんだよ私はカカヤ自信が揺れ動くずっと前からうんと前からに確かめたいんだ
And that is with Flair as well. Shiranui Flair.
本当の気持ち言葉にして
And we're moving on to the different things here. You have the pillow and the chocolate pillow, the choco pillow. Her merch, her entire merch here. Of course, it's always great to see them giving her this type of merch. Some more other things here, which is actually kind of cute. That's like a keychain. and voice pack as well, along with everything, a card and things like that. It is great to see that she is getting this type of attention, this type of appreciation on her birthday.
ここまでも広がる青い空変わらない毎日も色のない夢も手放して始めようよ君からの言葉一つ一つが
And that's more celebration of what she did. Big happy birthday to Choco. And I'm glad that I was able to cover this for you guys, on Valentine's Day, which is when this came out. Thank you guys for watching as always. And of course, take a look. And if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.